The reason why I started this project is because I wanted this video and the stories shared in this video to serve as a reference and a tool for helping families overcome communication barriers relating to the topic around end-of-life care wishes. You never know when your day is going to come, and in my own life, I want to use my life and share my story and the stories of others as inspiration to help families find an approachable way to begin the conversation.
Some people might have known bits and pieces, but I didn't have a lot of things in place that I should have. And I was lucky enough to have a second chance.
When I grew up, we had a very close family, and my mom and my dad always shared with us everything that they wanted to do. And so we always talked about dreams, how we wanted to live our lives, the things that bothered us, the things that were important to us. And so as they got older, they always talked about how they wanted things to be when they had passed. And we actually had conversations about it, and we actually laughed about it at the table.
But the one thing that I thought was sort of a shocker, it was the life insurance policy. We thought my brother had insurance, but what he had was accidental death. There was nothing that said that if he died or he was murdered, that policy would cover him. So we had no way of knowing that. So all along we thought he had insurance, but he didn't have insurance. Not only am I left with planning a funeral, it was now I needed to pay for the funeral.
For me, I have had an experience where my own mom was in the hospital, and you know, it just kind of came out of nowhere. She was feeling fine one day, and then the next day she was in the hospital, and then 3 days later it was a question of, gee, what's going on with my mom? And it made me really think about, gee, I haven't said all the things I've wanted to say to my mom. I haven't done all the things I've wanted to do with my mom, and we're in this situation where she's in the hospital when yesterday she was just fine, and if something was to happen to her, what would I do? And that question really brought into my own thinking that, gee, I really need to work on building a better relationship with my mom, because if I had that already in place, if I had overcome this communication barrier in my own life, I could have been in a better place when the situation arrived, when I needed to know those healthcare answers, and I didn't. My inspiration comes from all the stories that are told and have been left with me, and I feel like it's my responsibility to share it, and I want to. I have a passion to share the story, so that helps.